Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sweat with Steph with Christian as
And
well.
Christian. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
Good. We're gonna wait for some people to join in, but we're gonna go through a really fun workout with you, a little sneak peek of what's to come for our Own Your Fitness private group. So we're gonna be doing about a 45-minute strength workout with you today. At the end, we'll have some yoga in there, just to kind of give you a little taste of what we will be offering. So this is Christian.
Hey guys, yeah, so in our monthly membership we're going to be throwing in a lot of different things here. We're going to be doing some yoga, some Legree inspired workouts, some strength training. We're going to even do some breath work and mindfulness stuff. And we're also going to throw in some cool healthy tips, including like some recipes, meal prepping, stuff like that.
Nutrition and lifestyle, just to go with the fitness. So you have a bit more of a holistic approach to wellness and being at home and staying healthy.
Yeah, so today we're going to start with some strength training. We're really going to emphasize nasal breathing as we're going through all of these exercises. And just take it as you can. If you need to go to mouth breathing, no problem, no pressure at all. But this is just to give you a little bit of a stronger metabolic effect. Steph's going to do the workout. I'm going to put her through it. And then we'll switch over and she's going to put you through some yoga.
Yeah, so it'll be a good stretch at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick little equipment check-in. So the same equipment that we would use for Sweat with Steph, we'll be using with Christian, so you don't need anything special for today. A set of sliders. If you don't have sliders, then you might want to use a towel on a slippery floor.
A band if you have one.
A resistance
or even some mini bands will do, or a TheraBand. If you have a TheraBand, that'll do just fine.
Any band you have, you can kind of modify as you go. Christian will lead you through the exercise and give a bunch of modifications. And the whole point of this, kind of like Legree, is just going really slow, mindful movements, checking in with your breath, and we want you to get used to breathing in and out through your nose as best as possible. If you forget, don't worry about it. It might be hard. It will challenge you a little bit more. It'll also keep your nervous system more resilient throughout the workout. So that's the point of breathing through the nose, and we'll aim with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So we're going to start with the glute bridge. So we're going to use both legs. You'll need your sliders right next to you, so you can just have those by your side. So let's set up with your feet just outside of shoulder width. You're going to press the hips up as high as you can, and we're just going to hold this position. So from here, Steph is trying to get as much of a posterior pelvic tilt as she can. She's digging her heels through the floor and actively pressing her knees out as wide as she can and lifting her rib cage up nice and high, digging her upper back through the floor. And really what we're just trying to do here is create as much tension through the glutes as you can. So you're actively pressing those heels down. And from here, you can get a little bit of external rotation through the shoulders so you can kind of open up the palms towards the ceiling. And we're just going to hold this for about 20 more seconds. So see if you can get really in touch with your breath here. Nice, slow inhales and even longer exhales. Staying nice and calm and trying to build up that tension through the glutes. So we just have 7 more seconds here. And then we're going to grab your sliders and we're going to put them under your feet for a hamstring curl. So we can flip into that now, Steph, so you can bring your feet onto the sliders. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take 4 seconds out. So she's keeping her hips as high as she can and she's letting her heels out. And then keeping a slight bend in her knee, she'll start digging her heels back to her. Now if this is too hard for you, you can just slide your heels out for 4 seconds. Bring your hips to the floor, reset, bring your hips back up, and then just do the negative here. So Steph's trying both directions. So from here, just pressing your back into the floor, contracting through your hamstrings and your glutes as hard as you can, and trying to prevent your pelvis from moving at all. So you're trying to really flex through those glutes to stabilize that position. We're just gonna stay here for about 30 more seconds. And again, if you can't pull your heels back towards your hips, just bring your hips to the ground, reset, and continue on the way out. Okay, so we've got 15 more seconds. See if you can stay in touch with your breath. Nice, slow breathing. Flexing those glutes, trying to maintain that posterior pelvic tilt. and just making sure you're lining up your joints so your hip, your knee, and your ankles are all in line so you can create as much tension through those hamstrings as you can. Okay, fantastic. So we're gonna take those sliders away. And now we're just gonna try a single leg glute bridge. So we're lifting one foot off the ground. We're pressing your hips up as high as you can towards the ceiling. And I just want you guys to make sure that you have the leg that you're supporting your weight with, your knee is stacked right over your ankle. So Steph, you can slide your ankle a little further forward. And you're just keeping your hips as high as you can. If you can't stabilize this position, if you feel a little tension in your lower back, just bring that right leg to the ground to support your weight a little bit. You can also press your arms into the floor, or if you're really struggling with this one, you can even bring your hands under your hips to support your pelvis there a little bit. So we're just gonna hold this one for 10 more seconds for a total of 45 seconds. Keep hanging in there, squeezing hard, digging that heel through the floor. And then we're gonna try about 5 really slow reps. So we're gonna go 4 seconds in each direction. We're staying on this left leg. Okay, we can go into that now. So 4 seconds up, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, guys, press your arms through the floor if you need to. 2, 1, a little bit higher, as much height as you can with the hips, down slow. Okay, good. Here we go, digging that heel through the floor. Let's just try 3 more. Good. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost down on this left side, guys. Down slow. Flex that glute as hard as you can. Dig your heel right through the floor. Try and put a hole through the floor, right to the top, as much height as you can get. Fantastic work. Okay, and let's flip over to the right leg. So we're going with a single leg hold, glute bridge. Again, just make sure that you're lining up your hip, knee, and your ankle, so you want everything nice and lined up. Bringing that ankle out so that your knee is stacked right over the ankle, and we're gonna hold this one for 45 seconds. So pressing that heel right through the floor. Again, as just the same on the other side, supporting your hips with the hands, or pressing your arms through the floor, or you can bring that left foot to the ground to help support on that single leg glute bridge. Okay, we just have 15 more seconds. See if you can, again, stay in touch with your breath, breathing through the nose. Okay, we have 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go for those 5 reps, taking 4 seconds each direction. So we can change into that right now. So taking 4 seconds up. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that position down slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Contract the glutes as you start your way up to the top here. Okay, holding that position down nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. 3 more reps here. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. If you're feeling that lower back at all, make sure that you support with your arms, or that you press your left foot into the floor. Let's try 2 more reps. 2, 1. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go up again. Last 2. Good. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back. So we're going to go into a reverse lunge using a slider. So let's start with your right leg. We're supporting your weight with your right leg. We're leaning forward a little bit, and we're going to slide that left foot back. We're going to be here for 1.5 minutes. What I want you guys to think about here is keeping this right knee in front of your right ankle. Okay, good. As large range of motion as you can, and then digging all your weight into that right heel, pulling that left foot forward through the floor, maintaining a slight bend in this right knee, and taking 4 seconds down. 3, 2, 1. Once we get to the bottom, I want you to hold for 4 seconds as well. So 4, 3, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings as hard as you can, and slowly pulling your body forward. Keeping tension in the glutes and the hamstrings the whole way through, and keeping that knee bent at the top. So we're keeping tension on those muscles throughout the full exercise. Doing a really good job, guys. Fully lengthening through that hamstring on the way down. Pause there, try and keep that knee in front of the ankle, and then with that position, pulling your body forward. Nice job, excellent work. Just to here. Another thing you want to think about is just keeping your shoulders in front of your hip. So that will ensure that you're keeping tension on those muscles the entire time. We have 25 seconds left. A little pause at the bottom here. Pause, flex, and dig that right heel back through the floor. Excellent job. 15 seconds, we're almost there, guys. Hang in there. Sliding back, taking about 4 or 5 seconds. Make sure you keep it nice and controlled, guys. Okay, pause at the bottom here, flex, and up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, let's flip over to the other leg. So now we're going to be using your left leg. Okay, Steph's bending her left knee, pulling her hips back, folding forward, keeping the shoulders in front of the hips the whole time, trying to stretch that left hamstring so it's fully lengthened at the bottom. Squeeze through that left glute and dig your left heel back through the floor, creating some friction through the floor, maintaining a slight bend in that left knee, and back down for 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take even a little bit longer if you can, keeping that knee in front of the ankle, flexing hard through that glute, trying to prevent your upper body from moving at all, so you're leaning forward and you're staying there the whole time. Very nice. Okay, we're only here for about 40 more seconds. Okay, here we go. Up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice work, guys. Hang in there. Keep breathing. Trying to keep your breathing nice and slow. Slow exhales. Nice job. Okay, contracting right from the bottom. Keep it up, guys. You're almost there. After this one, we're going to be getting onto your knees for a bodyweight leg extension. So let's just try 20 more seconds here. Keep pressing that knee forward. Okay, flexing hard through the hamstrings and the glutes, digging that heel back, keeping that forward lean on the way up. And just one more rep, guys, on this left leg. And then we'll go into that leg extension. Hope you guys are hanging in there. Okay, awesome. Pause here, flex hard, and last time up. And once you're finished this rep, we can get into a kneeling position on your mat. We don't need the sliders here. What we're gonna do is get into this position that Steph is in. Her hips are fully extended, and she's going to slowly let her body drift back without allowing her hips to bend. And then we're gonna flex as hard as you can through the glutes to sustain this position with your pelvis. Once you can't go back any further, pause there, and then come forward nice and slow, keeping your shoulders behind the hips at the top of the range. So you're just going to about here at the top. Okay, down for about 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing here. This exercise is for the thighs, so you want to feel your quads really working.
Yep.
Okay, good. Down nice and slow. I think Steph's feeling it. Okay, good. A little bit further. Really flexing those glutes so that you're not feeling any tension in your lower back at all. Okay, good, just to here. Even if it's a super short range, it does not have to be a large range of motion here. From the bottom here, thinking of pressing your shins right through the floor. Awesome, keeping your shoulders behind the hips here, keeping tension on those thighs. We're just gonna be here for 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna get up into an isometric bodyweight squat. Just to here, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold this last one for 4, 3, 2, up nice and slow. Okay, great job, guys. Bodyweight squat. We're gonna hold the bottom of the squat for 60 seconds. So just to give you an idea of how wide your feet should be, when you're at the bottom of your squat, just like Steph is now, her knees should be stacked right over her ankles, right around that distance. So you want a fairly wide stance, at least outside of shoulder width. And then from here, we're really flexing the glutes, thinking of keeping our shoulders stacked right over the hips, so we're not pulling the hips back too far. And then we're thinking of pressing the knees out as wide as we can over the toes. Very nice work. Pressing through your heels. Your thighs are probably lighting up right now.
Just about
Same
to
with
say,
your
my
glutes.
thighs are on fire.
Okay, here we go. We got 20
thighs are on
seconds.
fire.
We got
Woo!
15 seconds. Hang in there. Keep breathing through the nose if you can. If you need to go to the mouth, no worries. Doing your best to keep control of that breath. In 5 seconds, we're going to go to a full range of motion. Okay, so we're going to move in 6 seconds each direction. So up for 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep those knees bent at the top. Down for 6, 5, 4. Pressing your knees.
Here we go.
All right, okay, we're done here. So that was 2 minutes on the squat. So we're going to go into a seesaw plank now. So we'll grab your sliders and we're going to get into a plank on your elbows. So you can move your mat around if you need to. We're gonna be on your elbows and we're gonna have those sliders under your feet, regular plank position. Now, if you guys feel your lower back at all on this exercise, take those sliders away and just hold a regular plank. So we're gonna slide back from this position that steps in now for 4 seconds. And we're trying to keep your spine as neutral as possible. Hold once you're fully in that fully lengthened position, and then dragging your body forward. Okay, so back for 4 seconds. What you can think about doing on the way in here is digging your toes into the floor, squeezing through the quads and the glutes, trying to prevent, again, that pelvis from moving at all. Okay, sliding back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze hard through the shoulders, pull the elbows down towards the hips, keeping that body as rigid as you can. Okay, we're gonna stay here for 30 more seconds. Again, if you're feeling any tension at all in your lower back, just hold a regular plank. So you can also go to your knees as Steph is doing now. Okay, 15 more seconds, guys. Hang in there. Keep digging those elbows right through the floor, contracting hard through both shoulders. In a second, we're gonna be changing into a push-up. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can either go for a push-up from the knees or just a regular push-up. We're gonna try emphasizing the way down. So just go nice and wide with your hands. We're gonna take 6 seconds down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Up for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, setting those shoulder blades as low as you can, pinching your shoulder blades together down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Contracting the pecs, pressing the elbows in for 2 seconds. Okay, good. Down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 2. Again, if you feel your lower back here, make sure you're using your abs here. This is equally a core exercise as much as it is a upper body exercise. Okay, down for 6, 5, 4. Going for, from the knees if you need to. Up for 2 seconds. We're just going to be here for 10 more seconds. And then we're going to be going into a high plank. Okay, last rep here, up nice and slow. Okay, catch your breath here. And now we're just gonna hold a high plank. So we're just holding this position. Let's just bring your feet just to shoulder width, so a little bit wider with the feet. And then we're gonna slowly take one hand to the opposite shoulder. So Steph's taking her left hand to her right shoulder, now her right hand to the left shoulder. And you're just gonna keep alternating. And what you're trying to do here is prevent your pelvis or your shoulders from moving at all. So you're trying to stay totally squared to the floor with your shoulders and your hips. We're gonna be here for 30 more seconds. Squeezing hard through those glutes, trying to stabilize this position here, trying not to move with that trunk. Nice work. Again, if you guys can, see if you can maintain